So I thought today I could invite you to join me for a little tour of the bookshop I always go to in my town, which is probably the place where I found most of the books that I share afterwards in my videos. I have maybe 1/3 which comes from online shop, but for the most part it comes from here. It's located in my town in St Etienne in France, and it's just an absolutely magical place, and I thought you might enjoy it to have a tour with me. So there is a first floor, a main room and another room behind, and I'm going to show you a bit everything. And this bookshop was started at the middle of the 19th century, so it's a very old bookshop. This one was a Forest Code, a really beautiful old book, which is a sort of legal code for forest. Here it was funny, there was a book about the high quality libertine. I just saw that when I was editing the video and it made me smile because it's just a funny title. And there is a corner of the bookshop which is all about La Fontaine. I did some art and some videos about La Fontaine, and these shelves that you see, it's all about La Fontaine and a bit Florian, who was another fabulist from the 18th century. Because in France we don't know Aesop very much, almost not at all. We know La Fontaine and a tiny bit Florian, but mainly La Fontaine. So all the books you see here are all about these fables. This one was funny. It was The Worthiness of Ladies, and this one, The Mistress of the House or The Good Housekeeper. Funny titles. And you can order online, of course. The bookshop ships all around the world, so you can totally contact him if you are interested in a book, or you want to know more, or you want to browse into the catalog. So he sells online on his own website and also on the platform lelivrerare.com, which is a platform for booksellers. So you can totally find what you are maybe looking for on these places. He has really a lot. He has about 60,000 books, I think, or even more. So I hope you enjoyed the old bookshop tour. Now I just wanted to share with you some favorites from December and January and a little bit of November too. So first maybe we can start with the old books I found at the old bookshop just when I was filming the video. It's a set of 10 books which were published in 1734 and it's a Roman history. And 2 volumes are missing for the collection, so it's the reason it was not very expensive at all. I had the whole collection for €50, as you can see. It was really, really nice. And I think now it's my oldest books ever from all the one I had. It's the thing that in the 18th century they really loved. They ignored completely the medieval history and they were not interested in all this history of the medieval era that we really like now, but they loved the antique history. So I'm super pleased with those. There are a lot of super beautiful engraving inside, and I hope to find little surprises as I go, as I'm going to go through them, because sometimes you can have that and that's just the best. And what also you can notice on the first page, it's written, so à Paris, chez Gabriel Martin Librairie, rue Saint-Jacques, vis-à-vis la rue du Plâtre. So in French now, we wouldn't say things totally this way. We would say, for example, it's something I've noticed a lot when I read all my old books. They always say vis-à-vis la rue, in front of la rue du Plâtre, for example, because you didn't have numbers, as you know. The numbers came a little after the numbers of street, houses and buildings, all that. And now we would rather say vis-à-vis de la rue du Plâtre. There is a little word which would be put there, and it's a little surprising when you say that. They would always write everywhere vis-à-vis la rue. So, and I always like when it's avec approbation et privilège du roi. It's just cool to imagine that this book has been published at this time. So, just a cool selection of Roman history here. I also found this one in December, and this one was also super inexpensive. I think it was €15. It's the life of Bayard, a famous knight who was fighting for François Ier at la Renaissance. And it's a very beautiful book. It was a bit damaged. The reason it was that price, there were a lot of pages which are a little damaged. I'm going to try to restore it little by little. I'm quite interested now in little things we can do to improve our antique books, not changing everything, but things we can do just to make them go throughout the next years. I'm not going to put all my old books in, book restorators or those who restore old books, because it would be really too expensive, but trying to find few ways to improve them here and there, I think it's a good way. And I already did it for a few of my books and I'm pretty happy, especially the paperbacks, old paperbacks and all that. So yes, this one I was really, really happy. It's old, there is some gold and the cover is really, really spectacular. And I don't know the life of Bayard this night, so I just thought, that's cool, I'm going to enjoy this reading. I didn't read it yet, but I thought the drawings and all the illustrations were wonderful, and it's going to be a very beautiful reading. I'm going to show you 2 little presents I received in December, and they were really adorable and lovely. They came from 2 British ladies. One lives in England, the other one lives in France, and both love the Denis Severs house. As you know, it's a house in London I adore, which is all about the past, the recreation of the past. And I think these 2 ladies would be friendly if they knew each other, but they don't. One lives in France, the other in England. And here I received some candles, beeswax candles, handmade beeswax candles, that now the Denis Severs house sell. They have a shop, I think, on their website, and you can buy a few things. So it's really, really nice because it's high quality product made in England locally. So it's really, really cool. So I have these 2 candles. I didn't use them yet, as you can see. I'm just waiting a bit because it's interesting also. The feeling when you touch them is different than our usually, supermarkets or normal candles we can find everywhere. But I'm going to really enjoy burning them. I don't want to use them for now. I keep them a little, and it comes with this beautiful box Yes, and I think you can find that on their website, so it's really cool. I was really super pleased. I love this house so much, so it's just like a little something magical which comes from this house. And I also received this, which is really cool. It's Tête de Marionnette, so a puppet paper theater you're supposed to cut. And so you have all the characters, the decor, everything, and I'm going to glue that on foam board. So I didn't cut it yet because I didn't have the time, but I'm definitely going to see it. You're going to see it in upcoming videos on my background somewhere because it's really pretty and it's all the typical French character that the children would know in the 17th, 18th, 19th century. They would be familiar with all these characters. They would know them very well. Children these days wouldn't know anything about those, but at the time, like Polichinelle would be really famous. La Mère Michel, everybody would know her. Harlequin, so Harlequin. Pierrot, of course, the white character. Yes, they would be really familiar. They would know when to laugh and yes, it's just super cool. I really love that. So I'm going to make it and glue that on foam board. I just plan to do that. And it's a copy of I can see the year, it's 1985, so I don't know. It was a reprint from 1985 from an old Tête de Marionnette. So yes, I was super pleased with this one too. And to finish, I'm going just to show you a present I received for Christmas. I usually don't show you my presents or that. I'd show you one thing here and there, but I thought this one, a lot of ladies would be interested, so I'm just going to show you. It's of course Marie Antoinette. You know it's not my favorite character, you know that. But of course I was super happy to receive a reproduction of her bust by Houdon. It's an institution which sells things inspired by all the museum castles in France. They have a website and you can go there and find things inspired by history or castles or the museums they are managing. So this is Marie Antoinette, and there is a certificate also which comes with it, so it doesn't come from the other side of the world. It's made near Paris, and yes, there is a bit of history behind it. So it's really cool to have a tiny bust of Marie Antoinette. I think they have also Louis XIV and a few others. I'm not really sure which other historical characters they have, but I thought some ladies would be interested to have Marie Antoinette. So here she is. And yes, I'm definitely going to plan to have a few others historical busts because I think it's really nice. Thank you very much for joining me for this bookshop tour and these favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a few things I wanted to say. First, that the exhibition at the Musée de Bailleul, where I have two pieces in display, which is Le Chant des Ondes. I will put the link of the museum just under this video. So the exhibition is going to be moved to another place soon. I will tell you all the details of that in another video. But so you have few days left. If you didn't have a chance to see it, you live in Belgium, Holland, in the north of France, just know that you have few days left to go. This is free, this is a free museum, so you don't have to pay. So you have few days left to do so. And the website of the museum, le Musée de Bailleul, will be just under this video. I will come back also with more details about my new characters in progress. All that, you will see that in an upcoming video. For now, I will leave you here. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss all the nice videos coming. And you can give a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. I will see you very soon.